The fire hydrant is a good exercise to activate the glutes and get the glutes nice and warm. And when you do it the right way, it's also a good exercise to get the core activated and warmed up. So there's a couple of options that we can do with the fire hydrant. One would be just body weight, and then another one would be to add a band when you're ready to add the band. So I'm going to show you both of them just so you can kind of see what they look like, even though they're basically the same. We're just adding a little resistance. So on the fire hydrant, to get set up, you want to be in what's called a quadrupedal position or a tabletop position. So we want to be squared up at the shoulder. The shoulder should be directly over the wrist, and then the knee is going to be right underneath the hip. So, and try and keep the back flat. From this position, all you're going to do is swing the leg open. When you do this, the main thing that people do wrong is that they lean or they lift their hip up a whole lot. We want to try to keep the hip level, and we want to stay centered. So when I open the leg up, it's going to swing open and back, okay? And my feet are going to stay pretty close together. So another thing that people will do is they bring their foot way up here, and then they're not getting the rotation that we want to get. So if I keep my foot here, I'm getting extension and rotation and abduction in the glute, which is the three things that the glute does, and so that's why this is a great exercise. It gets that full, all the movements out of the glute to get it warmed up nice. So all it is staying centered, swinging the leg open, and then lowering it back down. If you get to a point where you feel like you need some resistance, or if you're already there, then you're going to grab one of these mini bands. You can find these, most gyms should have something like this. Sometimes you have to ask for them, like at a front desk or something, or they'll have kind of like a little mobility section that they'll be in, or they're super cheap. You can order them. These ones I like from Perform Better. They're like $2 a band, or you can find them at any sporting goods store. You can even find them at like Target and Walmart sometimes. So anyway, you're going to want to get the band. You want it set up right above the knee. And then all this is doing is just giving you a little bit of resistance as you're moving. Okay, so we swing that open and we lower it down. Don't shift, don't raise the hip up, and keep the feet together, or at least close to each other. Okay, and that's it for the fire hydrant.